Hello guys, today I'm gonna show you how I set up my audio for Warzone Call of Duty. That what you need to use and how it's working. I'm trying my best to explain for everybody. So let's start. First thing, I'm gonna show you some websites that we need in order to accomplish this. Let's go. So one of them is this one from the gadget track. I'm gonna gadgetry tech. I can't pronounce it properly. I'm sorry about that. So let's see. This is the link. I'm gonna put it in the description down below, so it's gonna be there. Uh, but this we're gonna use it later. This app it's useful if you going if you have sonar like this one sonar serious this one. If you have this GG sonar, this app is for this one only, for this to use to what this app is going to do is going to, when we go here, we can see the EQ. I'm going to show everything. Okay, so here we can see the EQ. All right, what's gonna happen? This website is gonna implement this. You see this point, these points here is going to automatically implement, because before uh, you had to do manually. You see, you have to insert here the gain, the frequency, the picking, everything you have to do to all 10 points. There is 10 points here, because it's 10 band EQ. You have to introduce all of these manually to this, but this will go later. Just I want to show to you that programs, what it does is just automatically inserts those values in these points, so you don't have to spend time for each one, because it takes some time. Okay, this will save some time. So now we have two websites for EQ. So depends on the situation. So for example, let me close the rest of the tabs. All right, because I need to show you the example. Okay, so we got this from same gadgetry tech, and this app is auto eq.app. So app. So we have two options, this and this. Depends on the situation. So now I'm gonna refresh this and refresh this, so I can show you exactly, because all our headphones, IMS, whatever you're using, they have a EQ, specific band EQ, that all of them are very different. So you need to be, how to say, aware that if your friend use that setting and you put the same settings as your friend, but you have different headphones, and he's he can hear better than yours, and you can hear worse with the same settings. That's because the EQ is different. His headphones reproduce certain sounds at center frequency in a different way, better or worse. Okay, so next thing, I'm gonna start with this, because this is the main one. That this, it goes in the this one. How to this, it goes with this one together. This one, it's by itself. If you use this, you only use this. So here I'm going to look for the model. For example, I have this model, Crazy Sonata. You give me couple of options here. I'm gonna choose the last one. And here it says, for me, I have multiple options because what's happened? I have this IMS, how to say? Okay, in-ear monitors is called IEM. Okay, it has EQ here. I have these switches that can change how this frequency that you see here can change based on this. So I'm gonna use this one. Okay, because I use 1111. And it means all the switches are on. If you can see here. Okay, I will put this away. So now look for your model, select your model. You may not have this one because mine they have this option, so it shows here. Once you choose your headset, sometimes you won't find your headset. When you not find your headset, yeah, go further and skip till you see me using this app because we're going to use this app now. If you can't find here, okay, go straight away on the video where I explain how to use this one. So now we have our headsets, okay, here, boom, select it. Now we press on, let me see here, equalize. On equalizer, we have to upload the target. Now we're going to talk about the target, okay? So there is a specific target that helps to find, like, to hear better footsteps. So for me, I got three targets actually. Yeah, I got one from the internet that I found on someone posted. I forgot his name. I'm sorry about that. Okay, and I have another two targets that I try to create it with ChatGPT. There's two different ones. One that works better for me is this one, the target GPT-2, but you can try all of them. Start with this one that works better for me, that I recommend it to use. It's, if it's like it's too loud, I don't know, too much bass or something, use this one. This is a bit lighter and this is a bit stronger. So try all of these three and see which one your ears like. Test after. I'm gonna show you how to do it with these targets. Okay, so I'm gonna use this target. Okay, which looks like that. So I'm gonna close this window. So it says upload target. I'm gonna press upload target and I'm gonna go where I have the targets. So I'm gonna use this target. So you see these targets that is being created, that means this line like that, how you see here, yeah, in this line, that means this is the best audio setup for you to hear the footsteps in in ChatGPT opinion. It created for me, it works for me. I don't know if it's working for you, but for me it works. I can hear footsteps very good. All the other sounds that was too loud, it went down. I have to say the highs are a little bit louder, but I don't know. It helps. I don't know. I'm used. I got used. I can hear the footsteps. I have no problem. I can hear the voice, the footsteps, and everything. Even if someone talks or I'm shooting at someone, I still can hear the footsteps. Only in some scenarios you can't hear the footsteps. It doesn't matter what you do with your audio. The game is from the game. If you can't hear the footsteps in some scenarios, it's from the game. Okay. So now, after we select, we can see here these two. we can see the target, this gray target. This is the original EQ that these earphones that I have. Okay, and then we need to do here, just put 20,000, press enter and press EQ, auto EQ, I mean, and then you see here, it's gonna give you this nice line, yeah, and you see here it's still up. In order to fix this, yeah, you need more than 10 band EQ. You need to go further. You need to use like equalizer APO, but it's too complicated. Now I want to give the best simple way for all people that they can do this on PC and on console as well. If you going to use how it's called Dolby sound, Dolby, how it's called, Dolby, this one, Dolby Access. Okay, if you use Dolby Access, I'm gonna show you how to use it after this. Okay, so after this we need to do like this: export, press export. You can see I'll press Control, yeah. uh, Here I have the equalizer, yeah, for me. I got the EQ now because I'm using that app. Now next, what we're gonna do, we're gonna convert that and insert it into the app. So this is gonna happen. I'm gonna select the download, the file that I just downloaded, the EQ. This is the file. We double click it, it goes here, and then you press convert. When you press convert, then the app will open, and then you can rename it. Easy Sonata Warzone footsteps. Steps. Okay, you put it and you save it, and there you are. You have KZ Sonata footsteps. Okay, let's see which one did I select here. I'm curious. All right, so there we are. Now you'll have your EQ. If you want another one, yes, we gonna go do this next. You go back there on the website, upload targets. Let's choose a different target. Let's go back to the target. This one. We want to use this one. We're going to use this one, so we gonna remove this. Let's see, the we use this one, first one. We're going to press X here. We're gonna be this one. We're gonna press Auto EQ. Boom. We got this one. You can see this looks a bit different than the other one. And then we're gonna press Auto EQ again, export again, and then we're going to insert it here. Again, downloads, boom, convert. It's gonna go into the app. Let's Easy Sonata Warzone 2. There's the second one. Save, and there we go. This is the second EQ. It goes a bit different than the other one. Okay guys, so this is the options that you have with this app. It's free, you can use it on, it doesn't matter, you don't need still serious headset to use this app. It's free to use, you can use it on all headphones you need, no problem whatsoever. Okay. Uh, as well, test on the tip I wanted to show you. You need to use this. Put you if you use this, if you try how it feels for you. Okay, I'm trying to adjust this to be like more even. Know what I mean? Right here, and put the performance to -12, so we can hear the footstep, and distance leave it at 100%. You can play with this, put it like 90, or go even here. You see, it shows you here. But for me, I use these settings with special or not special. It works. I'm telling you. You need to test it because it depends on the headphones. It really depends. You need to test it, but use these settings. This goes all the way down, it's all the way up. And after you do this, okay, you need to do some settings in the game, which I'll show you later. Now, if you don't have the headsets, yeah, and if you don't have the GG app, or you are on a console, yeah, you're going to use this app. Let me show you speakers, lobby, okay. So now, Dolby access. Okay, sound speakers. I'm going to put the speakers on. I'm gonna show you. So now I use Dolby access. Uh, go to costume here. Uh, use sound virtualizer. If the sounds are too low for you after you do everything, yeah, you can come and press this volume lever, so it puts it more up to your headset if you need that, but don't do this in unless you need it. But use this sound virtualizer, okay? And then we're going to use this app, okay? If you can't use this app, if you can't use, you can't find your headphones, if you cannot find your headphones, yeah, model here, or you are on a console and you need to use Dolby Access, Dolby Atmos, you go to this website autoeq.app and you select your headphones here, KZ Sonata. Oh, I put S, I don't know why. KZ Sonata on. Use this. Select equalizer. If you have any app, piece, anything here, let's see, I put piece. Okay, it gives me for example 40,000 rate. Okay, and you need to select, after you select your headphones model, you select your target and you put your target. I'll use this target, okay, and it will give me the EQ here. So this is the EQ that it gives me for peace, okay, but we don't have peace. If you want to for example, okay, let's start. If you can't find your model in this website, yeah, and you still want to use this app, okay, you use this method on here, okay, use this method, select the piece one, and then you download. Let's see if it's working. I download it, okay, I download it. Let's see if it's uploading. Select, convert, and save, and is converted and is here. It works both. So you know that if it doesn't work there, if you can't find there your model and you find it here, you come and use this app, okay? But if in this case, yeah, if you have a 10 band EQ like this one, you have only 10 of this, yeah, we need to select 10 band EQ and we'll give you the 10 band EQ only. So now we have the EQ here. It says here what we need to do. So minus 31, it says 31 here, we have 32 here, is no big difference. Here is 63, one is 64, doesn't matter. It's fine to go. So I'm gonna reset this default, okay? Reset it, and I'm gonna click because here it doesn't show you the numbers. You just click on it and then use your keyboard or whatever you use. If you are on controller, use the controller button to press. It says minus 12. So minus 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? Here it says 10, yeah? Minus 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Here as well. Here it says 10.8. We don't have 10.8. So it's we need to round it. So it's going to go to 11. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay? And then next it's minus 1, minus 1, 1.7. We don't have 1.7. We're going to go to 1, 2, 5.3. Because 5.3 is like, up, this one. Okay, 5.3, it's under 5. If it's under 5 is like in the math. If it's under 5 is 5.3, you put 5. If it's over 5 and even 5, you put 6. So we're going to put 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have minus 3.9, which is going to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have 0.6 is over 5. So we're going to put 1, 1. And then we have here 12, 12. So it says to put these two to maximum. This is what it gives. And if you feel this is too much, you can bring these two down. Let me show you. Okay, you can see the whole EQ now. Okay, like I said, sound virtualizer, leave it on. And I'm gonna show you now why. So this is how you do your EQ for your headsets. Now we're going into the game. Let's start the game. So, okay, now in the game, go to audio settings and into audio settings. We need to have these ones. So we put game music volume to 0, dialogue volume to 30, effects volume, and everything like that. And okay, so game music volume is 0, dialogue volume 30, effects volume 100 and 0. But now we're going to see here, you need to select your device. For if you're using Sonar, yeah, the GG, the first app that if you're using that app, yeah, select SteelSeer Sonar Gaming. Go here. If you're not using that, yeah, you only use the Adobe app, which on Windows is you need to pay to have it on Windows. On consoles is free. So for me, the speakers, yeah, I'm gonna show you for Adobe the speakers, and you go because it's not loaded properly, yeah, because I have Sonar installed. You going to have here, let me go back, audio. You going to have here surround, pick surround, or 7.1. Let me show you one second. Graphic, full screen, window it, apply settings, confirm. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So here, okay, an audio, yeah. Here you're going to select your speaker, yeah. After you select your speaker, you're going to select speaker output. So if you have surround, use surround. If you don't have surround, use 7.1. Okay, and audio mix, use home theater only. Home theater. Do not use anything else unless, like I said, if you use this app, yeah, put volume leveler on. If you don't use this app, okay, use headphones if the volume is not enough. Okay, if you don't have that app, you use headphones. Okay, if you use GG app, yeah, you use home theater. Home theater is the best because on the home theater you have the largest sound, so the far sound, you will sound far, will not come closer to your ear and cover. You're gonna hear them loud even if they far, yeah, you're gonna hear them loud, and it stops you from hear the footsteps that are less louder, that are quieter than those songs. If you press, like, you see, everyone says put sucker punch, put bass boost and everything, but every this the you say it says tighter dynamic range. Look, if I put uh Pascal, yeah, it says here tighter dynamic range. If I change it to home theater, high dynamic range, this you want to do, because even if you use sucker punch, you will hear the footstep louder, but if it's airstrike or a lot of gunfights around you, you will still hear those gunfights. You will go over the footsteps, and you will, like, it will be too loud. So this is what you need to use. Okay, guys, and like I said, here are the volumes, how I got them. Okay, all right, and then I have speaker, and here I have home theater. Don't use any of this asymmetrical hearer compensation, configure intensity. Do not use any of this. Reduce tinnitus sound, nothing. Do not use this, because let me show you, explain to you. If you use configure frequency intensity, if you use this, yeah, you need to adjust these ones here. So this here, it doesn't affect my hearing based on if you don't put this on. If you put this on, this goes on. If you don't put this won't go on. It will not make no difference. So be careful. So asymmetrical hearing compensation, it will work in in uh in how to say, it will work together with these frequencies that you setting uh here. Yeah, So this I have that I used to do when I was doing experiments or something like that. Uh, that I use these ones. But if you want, you can use something different. But I don't use it. I didn't change it. I leave it like that. Uh, if you want to try with these ones, you can try as well, but it not work unless you put this on. You will feel the hearing difference straight away once you activate it. So it's up to you guys. That I will show you now because me, I have this. I will use this 7.1 auditor. Everything is fine. Markers and everything. Okay, so this is what you need to do in the game. Okay, I close the game. Like I said, depends on your headset. This is how you going to do your EQ, select your EQ, go mess around, change the EQ, use different ones. Like you can see, I have my presets here. ChatGPT on ChatGPT 2 and things like that. I'm using this one at the moment and I will see how it goes. Like I said, spatial sound, performance, uh, this one, like this. Uh, it doesn't have a reset. Nope, I think it's okay. Doesn't show exactly how much is. I think it's fine. So this is how it is, guys. I hope you understand how to do it. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I will try to answer to you as quick as I see those comments. Uh, Thank you for watching. If you enjoy, please give me a like and a share to your friend to help him get a better audio. Thank you for watching. See you next time, guys.